Hello everyone, this is Dr. Millie from Additive Chemistry classes. Today I am taking a very demanding topic in chemistry, and this topic is mole concept. Student, we all know that whenever we have to measure any property of a substance, we need a unit to measure it. For an example, if I am measuring length, I will measure it in meter. If I am measuring mass, it will be done in kilograms. Time is done in seconds. These are the units in SI system, although we have many other units to measure them. For example, length can be measured in meter as well as in centimeter. We can measure it in inches, feet, etc. But in SI system, meter is the unit for measuring the length. So SI system is the system which is accepted internationally, and all the countries have to follow this system, and we have 7 basic units given in SI system. These 7 basic units are used to make another units, and these units which are made by using this basic units are called derived units. Okay, these are the general examples of the SI unit, but one SI unit which you are not familiar with, that is the 7th SI unit, 7th basic SI unit, which we are going to discuss today, is mole. So what is mole? Mole is the basic SI unit to measure amount of substance. What we measure from it? Amount of substance. Okay, but as we know that we have many other units to measure amount of substances. For an example, if I am asking for the 1 dozen of anything, I get 12 things. If I ask for 1 gross on anything, I get 144. If I ask for 1 pair of anything, I get 2. So we have other units also, dozen, gross and pair kind of units, which we use to measure the amount of substance. But here our problem is that we are talking about the chemistry, and in chemistry we are going to deal with the very small particles, and these particles are atoms, molecules and ions. And we all know that even this small dot I have made here, this small dot is also consisting of millions of the particles. That is why these small numbers like 12, 144 and 2, these small numbers are not going to work for our chemistry. That is why one unit called mole is decided as a basic unit of the measurement of amount of substance. Here is the definition of mole. The mole is the amount of substance that contains this number of particles. This number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. These particles may be atoms or molecules or ions. Anything which is this number, which is present in this number, we will call that substance as 1 mole substance. So this is the definition of mole. This number which we are dealing with here, this number is also known as Avogadro number, and this number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 is symbolized by Na. Now what problem we have, that this number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23, just imagine how many zeros are there. So as we know that this number is too large, that if we start counting it, we will take lots of years, and if our entire country, the population of entire country will start counting this number, they will also not capable of. So this number is too huge, and that is why we need some relationship in which we can just take its mass, and we know that this mass of the substance contains this number of particles. What I mean to say here is, let's understand it in a better way. Suppose I am working in a company which makes tennis balls. So here are my tennis balls in my company, and my company get an order of suppose 1 lakh balls. How much balls have my company got order? That is, we got the order of 1 lakh balls. 1 lakh balls means I have to count them, and then we have to pack them, and just because I am the packaging in charge, I am in huge trouble because I have to pack this much number of balls. But just imagine that I know how much this 1 lakh ball will weigh. In my company, these balls are being formed. That is why I have an idea that these 1 lakh balls weigh, suppose, 10 kg. So what would I do then? I will just do that. I will keep one side in balance. I will keep 10 kg. And on the other hand side in the balance, I will start keeping my balls. And I will just keep on adding the balls till I get it equal to 10 kg in my weight balance. So this is a balance here I am using. So what I am doing is, one side I have taken 10 kg and another side I have start adding the balls more and more and more till I get them equalized. So how does it help to me? It saved my energy which I am going to waste in counting these balls. Now one thing is clear here, that this 10 kg consists of 1 lakh ball, and in the same manner I cannot count this number of entities, this number of particles, because they are huge in number. Same way, if I could know that these number will weigh how much, so once I know the mass of these number in every case, in every type of substances, I can just take the mass of that substance and I can guess that how many particles will be there. So one more relationship was established in which the number 6.02 to 10 to the power 23, this is related with the molar mass of that substance. Let me give you this relationship, that is 1 mole means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 particles. That I already know. Okay, and this mass or this substance is always equal to molar mass of that substance. Here the important thing is that substance, whatsoever we are talking about. What does it mean? It means if I am taking 1 mole of the particles, suppose this is the bowl and I have taken 1 mole of any particle. What does it mean? It means 1 mole I have taken means this number of particle I have taken. And what will be the mass? I can guess by knowing what this substance is, because the molar mass, sorry, here to write down, the molar mass of this substance is equal to these number of particles. So what is the molar mass? That we have to understand. Na? So what is the molar mass? Molar mass of any substance is always equal to the atomic mass of that substance. Atomic mass of that substance, if that is an atom, or the molecular mass of that substance if this is a molecule or any compound. So atomic mass or molecular mass, which is in gram, which you are going to convert it to grams. So atomic mass and molecular mass is always equal to the molar mass of that substance, and that mass will contain this number of particle, and this is called 1 mole of that substance. Now let us understand this by taking 1 mole of nitrogen. I am taking here 1 mole nitrogen, N2 I am taking, so I am taking what? Molecule. So here I am taking 1 mole nitrogen molecule, and we know that this 1 mole is always equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules, because I am taking here molecule. So we will be taking here also the particles will be our molecule. So how many molecules are there of nitrogen in 1 mole of nitrogen? 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of nitrogen. We are dealing with the nitrogen right now. And what will be the molar mass? Yeah, what will be the mass of this 1 mole substance? That will be the molar mass of nitrogen. What it is? Molar mass of nitrogen molecule. So how we are going to count the molar mass? How we are going to calculate it? Molar mass is always equal to the molecular mass. So let us count the molecular mass. This is 7 and 14, symbol of nitrogen. Molecular mass of N2, we have to calculate how many atoms are there in the nitrogen molecule. 2, and 1 atom consists 14. The atomic mass of 1 atom is 14. 2 atoms are present, so that molecular mass becomes 14 2 is a 28 U or unified mass. But what is the molar mass? Molar mass of nitrogen will be the molecular mass of nitrogen in grams. That is, I will take it 28 grams. Okay, so this is the molar mass of nitrogen. So I can make it equal 28 grams. I hope you are understanding now that this 28 gram of nitrogen, if I am taking this 28 gram of nitrogen, if I am taking in this bowl, in this container, not in bowl because it is a gas. So here in this volume I have taken 28 grams of nitrogen, and this 28 gram of nitrogen will definitely have this number of particle. What number of? 6.02 to 10 raised to power 23 particles of nitrogen. Particles here are molecule obviously, and I will say that this consists of 1 mole of nitrogen. If you don't want to say about the molecules, the number of molecules, you can say that 1 mole of nitrogen have these number of particles and have this is the mass of this 1 mole of nitrogen. Let me give you one more example. Suppose I am taking 1 mole water. A water is a compound and it is a molecule. What does it mean? It means it contains 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of water obviously. And how much how much does it weigh? It will weigh equal to the molar mass of water. Molar mass of water. And how much it is? We can calculate it by calculating the molecular mass of water. So what is water? H2O. Hydrogen? 2. What is the mass of one hydrogen? 1. And how many hydrogens are there? 2. Oxygen? 16. Total 16 plus 2. That is 18 U is the molecular mass of water. But here we have to take molar mass of water. So do remember, molar mass is indicated by capital M, small m. So what is it? 18, and U ki jagah we will use in grams. So 18 grams. So what I can say here? If I am taking in this glass 18 grams of water, what I can predict about this water? This water will contain this number of molecules, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of water. Don't count it. You can predict it. Okay. In the same way, I can say that this is 1 mole of water. So these three things are connected together and we can always do the predictions according to our knowledge. So let us understand the concept, mole concept, by using some of the problems related with it. So here's the first problem with you. This is simple one. Calculate the mass. So what you are asked to calculate? The mass of the substance. How much substance is taken? 5 mole. And what we do is, during the starting time, whenever you are not very familiar with the concept, you just do one thing. You just start writing this concept. That is 1 mole equals 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 particles equals molar mass. And apply the same thing to all kind of problems and just relate the thing which is asked and which is given. So what is given here? Mole. So I have to concentrate to the mole. What is asked here? The mass. So I have to concentrate on mass. So I will just go through these two things. I will skip this one. मैं इसे छोड़ दूंगी. I will skip this क्योंकि I am not dealing with this in the question. It is not asked. So 1 mole equals to the molar mass. So first of all, whatever is given, you just take out its molar mass. So here already I have calculated the molar mass of water, and this is 18 grams. Okay, so this is given to me and 1 mole is given to me. So I know one thing, that 1 mole of the water contains 18 grams of mass in it. That means how much 5 moles of water will contain? That is 5 into 18 grams. It becomes easier. So this is 90 grams of water. So isn't it easy that 90 grams of water, if it is weighing, it means there is 5 moles of water sample. Okay, the next question is, calculate number of moles of calcium carbonate and number of molecules of calcium carbonate present in 1 kg sample of it. What I have told you is, first of all, just write down what does it mean. 1 mole equals always 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. What we are dealing with here? Calcium carbonate. So 1 mole of CaCO3 means itne particles of CaCO3, and the weight of the substance will be molar mass of CaCO3. So let us first calculate the molar mass of CaCO3. Ca 40 plus C 12 plus O3. How many oxygens are there in this calcium carbonate? 3. And what is the mass of one oxygen? 16. So it becomes total, if you take, you will get it 100 grams. So the molar mass of calcium carbonate is 100 grams. So I am taking it equals to 100 gram. Now what you can predict here, 1 mole will weigh 100 grams and this 100 gram will contain this number of molecule. Okay, so let us find out what is given and what is asked. You are given here 1 kg sample. Okay, so here you are given 1000 grams. 1 kg I have converted into 1000 gram, and what is asked? Number of moles. So you can relate, if 100 gram of CaCO3 contains 1 mole, look at the relation, 100 gram is equal to 1 mole, so 1000 gram will be equal to 1 upon 100 multiplied by 1000, that means 10 moles. Isn't it easy? Now look at the next part of the question, number of particles, number of molecules of calcium carbonate. So let us guess it. 1 mole contains itne particles, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So 10 mole will contain 10 multiplied by Na. Na is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. I hope this is now very clear to you, and you can always calculate in a simpler way. What you have to do here is write down the relationship, complete relationship in a single equation, and deal with the part which you are asked and what is given. I hope this video will be helpful for you, and thanks for watching the video.